We have tons of small supplies. I just trying to get rid of. I have a whole lot. I even donated some to one.
Nick, are we all set? All right. You got a microphone there. All right, good evening, everybody. Thank you for coming to our annual Chieftain Marching Band meeting. Last year we had to do this one virtually, so I'm glad that we could gather together to go over some of this information. We also have a live stream going for anybody at home watching. We'll have some paper copies of what we give out today for you in class tomorrow. So just to get started, again, thank you for being here. We're going to cover quite a bit of information, really everything that pertains to the Chieftain Marching Band. And then there will be opportunity for questions intermittently, but then at the end as well. So I'll kind of stop and ask if you have any questions for the group. Our show this year, we are going to recycle last year's show. We worked really hard to get that created for our program, and after going over it, it will work for our marching band we're expecting this year. The show is titled Divided, and the synopsis of the show is as follows. Light and dark, good and evil, friend and foe. These principles are the center to every major philosophy, religion, and moral code since the dawn of time. Divided portrays the story of a friend taken by the darkness. Can they be brought back to light? And if so, will they ever be the same again? So I know I'm looking forward to the show. I know last year when we had our students listen to it before we were shut down, they really enjoyed it. So I'm really looking forward to it. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Okay, now moving forward, we do still have some uncertainties. I said this last year. We are planning for a full season, but we know a lot more now than we did last year. So I don't foresee having to cancel band camp last minute. I don't foresee the invitationals being canceled either. Just with the projections of things COVID-19 related, vaccinations that are happening, anything around herd immunity, and just the discussions I've heard within the band community. As always, I will announce these things to you with as much advance notice as I can, but we're going to move forward with a normal marching season. We'll follow all procedures and precautions as needed. whatever the science data, whatever comes out with the school and the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services tells us, we'll do our best to have an environment that is safe for our students, but also allowing us to do what we need to do. And again, just our invitationals and events, so that includes football games and marching band practices. That would include rehearsal. All those things, we'll have to make sure that we can gather and do those safely, and we'll just keep you updated the best that we can. Our contingency plans are not going to be as detailed as last year because, again, we know a lot more than we did last year, COVID-19 related. The events as they happen will still have these contingency plans in case they do have to be canceled, and I will communicate those to you openly as well, meaning last year we had a pretty long list of what to do when you got to the rehearsal space and what to do if you thought that you might feel sick, et cetera, et cetera. So I will share those with you as they are created, and we'll implement any precautions as needed, again, to keep everyone safe. Okay, so let's talk about our marching season fee. So actually, let's go ahead and start going through the packet. We can do that together. I want to get you started with our intro page. Yeah, there's a typo, but fortunately it doesn't pertain to this group here. When I send this out to those who couldn't attend, it should say Thursday, May 6th, not 3rd. But this open welcome page just thanks you for being here, for considering the Chieftain Marching Band. Please be sure to read this packet in its entirety, as each page contains important info about the upcoming marching season. In this packet, we have a contract for joining the Chieftain Marching Band. We have our schedule, our marching season fee breakdown in order form, and that should be about it. So we'll go through that together. On the back page of your front page there's just a little bit of information about the Chieftain Marching Band. The second paragraph is one that usually grabs students' attention. So if you are a part of the DUHS Chieftain Marching Band, that does count towards your physical education credits, and being a member of the high school band for 2 years can waive the second year needed for a foreign language. So that's important to remember when you're planning classes, talking to your counselors, all of that. So some perks about being in the band program. Okay, the third paragraph says, being a member of the Chieftain Marching Band is no small feat. You are going to be asked to work harder than you may have ever worked before. And your body is going to be pushed sometimes to its limits. But it's through the sometimes blood, sweat, and tears, as they say, that students realize the rewards of their hard work. There is nothing like standing underneath those stadium lights with your band family on a chilly Saturday evening in October as you hear your band's score and placement at an invitational. It takes hard work to get to that point, but I know that you can do it. With all of that said, I want to make sure that each and every parent and student carefully consider the commitment that they are about to make over the next few months. Take a moment to reach out to a high school marching band member if you're an 8th grader, and ask them about their experience in the band and why they keep coming back each year. I think you will not be disappointed. So I put this in here because I want you to know that on top of all of the friends you'll make, all the fun that you'll have, or continue to have if you are a marching band veteran, there is some work that goes into that. And the rewards of that work are shown at our football games, our competitions, our rehearsals, when we're having fun and we're making progress. So it's probably one of the most rewarding things that you will be a part of. All right, moving forward is our band camp and marching season costs. So there is a small fee that we have for band camp. And if you read here, it says that fee helps to offset the direct costs of our staff members that will work with our students throughout the week of band camp, as well as snacks, water, and pizza that we will receive throughout the week. You will see a breakdown for new members and returning members. So if you look under the new members section, I'm going to pull up my packet here real quick. I know this is kind of small to see, but right here, there's the new members section. If you are a brand new member, you'll have the $50 band camp fee, and then you'll have to purchase Drill Master marching shoes. That price is for brand new, but we do have quite a few used pairs. If you're interested in having a reduced cost and you want to use pair, just let me know and we'll work that out with you. Marching gloves, $5, and then each member must get a Dowagiac Bands t-shirt and the current year's show t-shirt. So it would have that logo of the divided show on there. So the minimum total for new members is $120, and then returning members have a reduced fee because you should already have shoes, gloves, and your Dowagiac Band shirt. If you don't, you can get those things as well, and you'll just mark it on your order form on the back. So for new members, returning members, your minimum would be the band camp fee and the New Year's show shirt for a total of $65. And all members can add on at the bottom a drill fanny pack. It clips to your waist. It's got a little zipper, and it's nice to kind of hold your drill charts, which are big packets of paper that you use to tell you where to go on the field. So that's a nice item that you can get as well. So that's the explanation. On the next page is the order form. And this is what you'll use to tell me what it is that you need and what the total is of those items. And here is the most important part about the order form, here at the top. In the event of financial hardship, there are scholarship options available through both the band program and the band boosters. Scholarship decisions are based upon the individual student's financial need and their willingness to participate in any fundraising options, but this year we didn't have those, so we're not considering that part of your scholarship application. There were scholarship applications on the table, so if you'd like one of those, make sure you pick one up. Okay, so as you're totaling everything up, you'll use the back page to see what it is that you need. And then you'll see that at the bottom half of this page, you will put your name, the student's name. You'll circle if you're a new or returning member, and then just check what it is that you need. Then you go back to the page before that to see the prices, total it up, and that's what you will put at the bottom there. So this is going to be due no later than July 6th. That is just a couple of weeks before we have band camp, and you can send it to the address there if you're giving it to me during the summer. If it's before the end of the school year, the student can bring it to my band room and we'll be all good to go. Any questions up to this point about marching season fee or anything?
I didn't actually receive the refund on our band camp stuff last year.
Oh, we'll get that to you.
Can we forward it?
Sure.
Because I know she got paid, and I feel like I didn't remember her pay.
Yeah, if you
She
mark
got
it.
it last year, so I wasn't for sure, you know, how that all went, or if everybody got refunded, or some did, or some didn't, so.
Yeah, they all should have. So can you mark it on the form, and then that way I'll just let the boosters know. You'll be all set.
Forward it to whatever else you want.
Yeah, sounds good. What other questions might you have about marching season fee or anything like that? All right. Continuing on, we have our calendar. All right, so this calendar at this point of the year is always proposed, but like 90% correct. So anytime that there's an update, I will always send it out. And then the calendars that you would normally find on our website are now found in our Schoology page, and that is a live document. So anything that I change, I let you know through email, and then you'll see it on the calendar in red. So moving forward, once I post that calendar, know that you can check that anytime, and anything that's new, you'll get a notice, and it'll be marked in red. So the top half of this calendar is set, okay? So let's look at the band camp date. So our band camp at Dowagiac will fluctuate between the last week of July and the first week of August. And you probably know that the first week of August is generally the Cass County Fair. So this year, yes, we do have to schedule our band camp that first week of August, which is also the Cass County Fair dates. Please don't let that deter you from being a part of the marching band. We've had students in the past who have done both. Some of those who show animals later in the day or earlier in the day will work something out. Not a problem, just at your own discretion, just work your schedule around that and we'll get you fit in, no problem. Mr. Clan told me today that summer school has also been extended, so if you might be a part of that, just know there could be a conflict. Again, we'll figure something out, all right? Band camp is our most important week because that is when you learn the entirety of the marching band show, or the majority of it. You don't want to miss a whole lot of time, but we've had students who have had to be out of band camp for an extended time, and we get you caught up. We've got people who I think pretty close have not been there for most of it and probably only learned maybe one of 3 numbers. We'll get you caught up, okay? So don't worry about that either. Okay, so looking at our calendar, we have our marching band retreat. So we did that last year under the big tent in the field, and I really enjoyed it. And I was so happy to meet with the students again after a long hiatus, and they played so well. This was new for our band. This was a time for us to do nothing but sit and learn the music for the show. And from feedback from them, they said that really helped them just jumpstart the learning of the music to then do sectionals later in the summer. Whereas before, they would get the music and just expect to go to sectionals and be having their section leaders teach them, which wasn't really fair, because if I'm not teaching it to you a lot before the end of the school year, I wouldn't expect you to know how to teach it to your section members. So we have that plan. It is the 16th. It is the day after school gets out, which I know is not ideal, but we're going to do that at Camp Friedenswald this year. That's the camp over, it's in Cass, I believe. And they have a beautiful, large indoor chapel gathering center. And we're hoping to do that there this year. We have the Chieftain Golf outing. That's been on our calendar since last year. That's June 24th. We're going to show up real quick, play the Star Spangled Banner and the fight song, and get out of there. Then a couple music rehearsals, fundamentals, band camp, and then our Tuesday night rehearsals begin August 17th. Everything below this is just kind of an idea. So it gives you a time frame of when our football games might be, our invitationals might be. If you're a veteran marching band member, you know kind of the outline. The last Saturday of September is at Seago, and then we do Hastings Lakeshore. We got Marching Band Festival in there. Lots going on. So give this calendar a look over. If you have any questions, let me know. You can always send me an email, and I would be happy to clarify anything via that way. Any questions about the calendar right now? Same, yeah, Jessica.
Has WMU mentioned Band Day?
They haven't, so again, I just put that on there because that's normally when it is. But yeah, this year it would be an optional thing. We won't do that altogether. Yeah.
Is the golf outing, how long will that last?
That is generally about, it's less than an hour. So we show, especially with COVID-19 going on, we're not trying to gather for longer than we have to. Let's see, what did I put there? Yeah, we show up at about 9 o'clock, and then, oh, I see I left the time off for today's meeting. I'll fix that on the next update. But for the golf outing, we show up at about 9, and then we just wait till the golf carts are ready, Star Spangled Banner, fight song as they drive away, and then we're done. Yeah, then I'll bring you donuts too. Yeah. It is a required, it is a mandatory event, but just let me know if you have time. Yeah. All right, so that is our calendar. And the last page here is the commitment form. So we do have you sign a contract commitment form at this point, just because the involvement in the Chieftain Marching Band is a lot, and there's a lot that goes on. So as you read through this, it'll be due Wednesday, June 2nd, just the week before school gets out. I believe that's 1 week before school gets out. You'll sign it, a parent or guardian will sign it, and that will solidify your spot in the show. So before you leave today, if you could, right over here I'll have a couple pens and sanitizer. There is a form that just asks you to put first, last name, and then instrument or position, like guard or drum line. That way I can get an idea of who's going to be a part of the band. And then this form will be your final yes. And then I send this out to the drill writer, and that's how you get written into the show in all the formations. So make sure that you sign that before you leave, and then this will be due right before school gets out. Okay, let's see what else I have for you. Okay, we talked about our payment. Just a couple general notes. So order forms and hard copies of the packet. So I will have hard copies in the band room through the end of the year. I will put electronic forms in Schoology of everything you picked up and the member packet. And band account funds. So I will come see you if you have some money in your band account. Band account funds are if you did any fundraisers over the last few years and you raised any money from a fundraiser that was band account specific, and then you can use that money you saved towards marching season fee, equipment, supplies, or you can just leave it in there for future things. And then you'll see on this slip, you'll just mark which one you want, use it towards my fee, keep it in my band account, and you'll turn it in with your commitment form. And that'll be all good to go. Okay, let's see. All right, that is all the information that I have for you. Do you have any questions or comments, concerns for the marching band? I'd be happy to answer them. I'll be hanging around here. I'll come see you if I have a band account slip for you. Again, I will have everything virtually on Schoology for you to review. And any questions or anything, my office number is up here, as well as my email. And I'm looking forward to an awesome season, a rebuilding season, because we know that the pandemic has affected music programs all across the country. So I'm excited to see what we can do. Thanks, everybody.